Hello everybody, this is Cheese.6 with another Snapshot review. This week comes 20W22A with a few minor changes and lots of bug fixes. Before we jump into it, I want to take a second to mention that over 95% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed. If you like this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I do snapshot reviews, tutorials, redstone inventions, and let's plays, and I'd be glad to have you along for the ride. With that being said, let's get into it. Now, you've probably seen this one floating around, but Piglins have a dance now. This was showcased a few days ago by Henrik, one of the Mojang developers on Twitter. Make sure to go follow him if you're not already to stay up to date on all of the recent updates and things. Now, this was a feature in Bedrock before, so it's a good thing that they have decreased the disparity between the two versions and have now brought it into Java Edition. I tried to get this in my game, but I couldn't actually get the Piglins to attack the hoglins, so I guess the hunting is pretty rare, and also the celebration dance is even rarer than that. So there are actually, that's the only thing listed as a new feature, this snapshot, which means we're probably getting really close to the pre-releases and then the final release of 1.16. There were some changes made to villagers. One of the big changes this week is villager workstation logic changes. So villagers no longer try to work at the same workstation. This is going to be huge for trying to build iron farms. I know when I was building my iron farm in my Let's Play world, I had a lot of problems with multiple villagers trying to target the same workstation. There are some other changes to villager workstations, such as the most experienced nearby villager for the profession corresponding to the workstation you add will get the workstation. That means if you've traded with a farmer villager multiple times, and you've traded with another farmer villager one time, then when you place down a new workstation, that means the more experienced farmer will get that workstation. This, I think, is also a really welcome change. Villagers now have to walk to and reach the workstation before they can acquire the profession/work there. This is going to be really big for villager trading halls and things like that. So you can't have a villager pick up on a block that's 15 blocks away. They will always go directly to the workstation so they can acquire their profession there. That's going to be really big. They can no longer claim workstations or professions during raids or the nighttime. Just something to be aware of when you're making your trading hall. They will also check to make sure their workstation is valid at all times of day as long as they are within 16 blocks of their workstation. Nice. So the other changes in 20W22A are bells can be hung from the underside of more blocks. When a villager that was traded with is struck by lightning, the witch it converts will no longer despawn, and players will no longer mount another entity when the crouch key is held down. So those are all of the big changes this week, in addition to a ton of bug fixes. I mean, just look at that wall of bug fixes. I'm going to go through some of the ones that I think are notable. Then at the end of the video, I'll scroll back through pretty slowly, just so you can see them all in the video if you don't want to head to the link and check it out yourself. There are a lot of generation changes this week, such as, so this is like two dungeons put together. One of the spawners was replaced by cobblestone. There's another one where strongholds and dungeons were intersecting, and that has been fixed as well. Things like basalt can generate inside nether fortresses. Mojang has gone through and tried to clean up the generation as much as they can. This was a long-term, what was considered a feature, but was really a bug by a lot of people. Compasses and clocks work like normal in villager trading GUI, so you can no longer use those clocks and compasses. You now have to trade with the villagers to get working ones. Text renders in the wrong order. This was a really weird bug in 20W21A. I recorded several of my videos in it, so I apologize if you go back and watch some of these videos and the text really hurts your eyes from looking at it because it's so weird. It's so weird. One of the most interesting changes to me is Endermen don't avoid the Wither's skull projectiles. Now, in previous versions of Minecraft, this is actually how I would get my Wither roses, so it's interesting to see that this was actually a bug. I just always assumed it was a feature that the Wither would be able to hit all of the Endermen. So So I've gone into a testing world in 20W22A, and you can see that the wither still does hit the Enderman. It's just not as often as it was before. So you're not going to be getting loads and loads of wither roses from this. You're going to be getting maybe 10 or 15 a minute, probably. So that's all the changes that I thought were really interesting in this snapshot. Again, I will scroll through these slowly if you want to see them in a video form, and also the link is down in the description if you want to take a look at it yourself, read through all the bugs, and yeah. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. If you really enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. This has been CheeseDead6, and I will see you next time. Wow. I can't believe you watched to the end. Good job. Bye.